Don't be jealous of the pepper shirt. I wore it just for this occasion. Yesterday I told you MEM10 for 10% off on the site would end today at semperfryllc.com. I've extended it to June 10th, so you got a little bit more time to take advantage of MEM10 for 10% off at semperfryllc.com. Let me go ahead and pop up this site here, and I'll show you, in case you've not been there in a while. Oops, that was not supposed to do that. There you go. So here is Semperfry, SEMPERFRY, LLC.com, home of awesome hot sauce. Now you're going to see a coupon code on the front here when you first land, but remember, MEM10 is for 10% off. If you scroll down past this stuff, and you'll get into the bundle packs first. These are free domestic shipping. So if you get the bundle packs, the code doesn't apply because you're already getting like $20 off because of the free shipping. So you get 1, 2, 3, these ones, and then the gallon, all free shipping, domestic. The creatine it works on, I already reduced the price from $41.99 to $35.99 for the 100 serving container, and you're going to get another like $3.59 off of this if you use the coupon code. The spicy honey Rebecca makes is in stock. And then all the sauces you get the discount on, 10% off the individual sauces. As you can see. And you can scroll through this on your own if you'd like. When you get there, you'll see all kinds of stuff there. And as long as it doesn't say sold out, you can apply it. And then one last thing, just for people out there who are interested, 90 essential nutrients that everybody needs. And we're not getting it from the food supply anymore because depleted soil overproduction, things they spray on the food that make the microbes paralyzed so they can't actually take the minerals what minerals are still left in the soil and actually deliver them to the plant so that the plant can make them bioavailable to us. Well, you do need to supplement now. Nature did create it so that you wouldn't have to do that, but because of the current situation in modern day, the only way you're going to get all the nutrients that you need is through this process. So no, nature or God or whomever way you want to view that didn't make a mistake or make it difficult for people to live healthy. It's just that the symbiotic relationship, which is actually quite beautiful, has been interrupted. So we got to seek out the things that we need now to be healthy. So whole food multivitamin, that's this right here. The fact that it's whole food already makes it unique. Synthetic-free multivitamin, complete with clinical dosages for targeted immune, brain, and cardiovascular support. I take this every day, and so does my daughter. And so I'm going to give you the rundown. There's 4 items that you need for your 90 essential nutrients from this site, but you can use it on everything on the site, the BB5 code. Whole food multivitamin, Alaskan cod liver oil. And there's 2 different sizes, so just be aware of that. There's one that's 1,200 milligrams, and there's one that's 415 milligrams. So if you have children, their smaller gel caps might be easier for them to swallow. And then the fulvicumic blend. This is the most important thing because it's all your minerals and antioxidants that you need to help get these minerals absorbed into you at a high rate of absorption. Fulvicumic blend, fulvicumic acid, is actually the active component in what they call Shilajit. Now, people like Andrew Kaufman, MD, he sells a Shilajit for $150, and it's half the amount, half an ounce of Shilajit, which, remember, isn't 100% the active ingredient. Fulvicumic blend is 100% of the active ingredient. So it's like you can take borax if you're trying to get boron, but you're only getting 12% of boron and borax. The other alternative would be to just take boron. You see how then you're getting 100% boron. Same kind of rule applies here. You're getting twice the amount as you would for something that costs 3 times as much just because it's called Shilajit. And they market it off of like, oh, it's Himalayan and all this other stuff. Himalayans are a big place. I'd like to know exactly where it's coming from because there's Himalayan salt that's loaded with lead, you know. And I found that out recently because I love pink Himalayan salt. So anyway, supports gut health, strengthens immune function. It's all the minerals. Your body is capable of healing itself, but it needs the raw materials in order to do that, in order to keep you healthy, in order to be resistant to the stresses of life. There's positive stress like exercise, and there's negative stress like toxins, radiation, radio wave, all that stuff emitting from your phone. All these things are stresses, but your body, if it's strong enough, will maintain its state of health, provided it has all the building blocks it needs to run all the functions that you don't have to think about it doing, that are being conducted throughout your body all the time. So the minerals are super important. All right, so there's that. And then the very last one would be the IP6 Supreme with inositol right there. And that is calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, and inositol, which helps to regulate the excess iron that a lot of people have in their stuffed in their tissues, causing chronic fatigue, bone and joint pain. And also, because it's in balance to your copper, I also take a copper. But the point is, you need a good ratio of iron to copper, because both are necessary. But when you have too much iron, it offsets it, and it causes the ATP energy in your mitochondria to not be produced to its fullest, and that's what causes the fatigue. So when you know that, you can regulate that, and you can also get more copper in this final supplement. It's not part of the 90 essential nutrients. You're already getting some copper in the whole food multivitamin, but I also supplement with additional core copper, and my daughter also takes this in the morning with me. The other thing that might be of interest to you is the whole food C complex, because most vitamin C is a pharmaceutical product. They use cornstarch that could possibly be GMO and glyphosate ridden, and then they use hydrochloric acid, and they make this thing that they call ascorbic acid. But in nature, it's structured differently, and it already has a copper bond to it. So when you're getting the stripped down pharmaceutical version, it has an affinity to copper. That means as it's passing through your body, it's latching on the copper and stripping it out of your body. If it's full contained unit, and it's also a whole food, so your body already recognizes it more, it needs less of it for it to be useful, then it's not going to be stripping you of any of the vital minerals that you need on the way out the door. So that's actually kind of important right there. Okay. Hopefully that was helpful. And there you go. From now until June 10th, you can use those codes. That's it. MEM10 for 10% off. SemperFryLLC.com. And no, I do not sell the shirts. I found this, I don't remember, like years ago, maybe a decade ago. See ya.